I'm live. Can you see me?
Yes. No.
Oh. No. Yes. No?
No. Someone just said working, question mark.
You sure you can't see me? Post a comment if you can see me, okay? I think there's so many people at home on their computers that it's just slowing everything down. And I have Google Fiber, so it doesn't get any better than that. I guess if I was plugged directly in. Anybody? I'm gonna dance until we get it going. Anything? Could you do me a favor? Could you put your computer over here so I can see? Lisa can see and hear me. Okay, just Dina can't. Okay, awesome, you guys. Hi. You see me dancing?
I can't. Wait,
Okay, so Dina can't see or hear, so
and I can't put the comment.
you'll have to just look off of mine. So my little assistant here, Dina,
No.
is having difficulties. You just keep trying to get on, sister.
Oh, wait.
Okay.
I got it.
Okay, she finally got it. Oh my God. Hi, guys. So glad you're here. We're going to do some free readings tonight. So, I did these on Tuesday. Same dang thing happened. And then I went and posted it later on YouTube, and you could see that it was 5-minute delay. And of course, Lisa doesn't know how to edit videos yet. So you've got 5 minutes before you see anything. So it'll probably happen again today. But okay, so we've got Lisa here and Megan is here. Danny is joining. And hopefully we'll get a few more. I'm going to shuffle my cards right back here because I can see that they are moving my table. So, like Dina just said, you guys, go ahead and start forming your questions. We're going to make it short and sweet tonight, I hope. If you have to check out early, no worries. There'll be a video of this later. Of course, you'll have to wait the 5 minutes before you actually see anything. Oh, well. Okay. Also, if you haven't joined yet, you guys go to our new group, Consulting Intuition and More, because we've got a lot of teaching things on there. I know, Lisa, you talked about wanting to be in the class. And I will be posting that date, hopefully by Sunday. And we're going to be doing it on Zoom. We're also trying to get some dates scheduled, some regular live sessions that we can do here on YouTube and on Facebook. Okay? So once you have created your question, which should start with like what, how, why, instead of questions that lead you more towards yes or no. We don't like to do those. Those are just so, they're just so finite, I guess. Plus, they're very predictive, and I don't like to do a lot of predictions. Hi, honey, Tarot. Tarot. I'm sorry. I always say Tarot. I must be a throwback from some past life of some sort or something. That's all I can guess. So anyway, again, sorry about all the confusion trying to get this thing going. I'm throwing off my game just a little bit, too, I have to admit. I'm shuffling my cards. For those of you that don't know me, I think everybody does. Honey, I'm not sure how well we know each other. Are you friends with my sister, Donna, Ozark Oracle? If you are, you let me know. Anyway, I am a certified medium, certified intuitive, certified by Hay House as a card reader, and then also through Radley Valentine. Hi, Lucy. Hi there. And doing readings for people is just my thing. I'm also a realtor in my other world. Of course, there's not a lot of that going on right now because everybody's staying home. Hi, Whitney. Oh, Lucy, Kathy, I'm so glad. First time here. I'm having kind of a little slow start. I'm trying to get my brain back on because I'm kind of a perfectionist. And so we have this whole kerfluffle getting me to go live and you guys be able to see me and hear me. And so it's just kind of thrown me. But I'm getting there. I'm getting there. We're getting back and we're going to get some readings. And hopefully every person's going to get something significant. Right now, you guys should be working on your questions. And they're going to be coming out. I'll read them first come, first serve. And one question, please. And it needs to start with a how, why, or what. And not a yes or no. So start forming your questions. As soon as you have it, go ahead and post it for me. And Dina, my little assistant here, is going to write those down. And we'll do them, like I said, in order. So once again, I've got my class coming up. I'll post the date by Sunday. And we're going to be doing that by Zoom. And let's see, the other thing is make sure that you've subscribed. Let's see here. Hi, Samantha. Oh, Valerie, hi. So glad you're here too. Okay, we've got Honey's got her first question. That's awesome. And listen, some of you, the last time I did the readings, we were able to do maybe 2 questions for a few people because there was a couple questions that were just, I don't know, they weren't really asked right, or we didn't get a lot of information. It just was like a quick answer. And so I don't mind doing 2 if we have the time. But of course, I'll kind of boot you out of the way if you've already had one to put somebody else in that hasn't had their first one. You guys, please join the Facebook group over at Consulting Intuition and More. We have lots of lively conversation. I'm inviting other psychics, other intuitives, other astrologers, things like that, people like that I already know, inviting them into the group because we all want to help each other learn. My class that I'm doing is a card reading 101 class. It's very basic. You will need to have a deck of cards for that. And I would suggest that you get the Rider-Waite deck, or you get the Angel tarot cards. These are what I always use when I'm doing my readings right here. Okay. If you don't have those, if you're having trouble finding those, or Amazon's kind of slow, I do have cards that I can mail out to you. All right. And if you buy them through me, of course, I'll give you free shipping on those. I also have Archangel tarot cards. And we have the Guardian Angel cards. I have more than that, but for the class, let's just stick with those. Or the Rider-Waite, okay? Okay, guys, you need cards, Lisa? Well, we'll get you some mailed out then. Amazon, you guys, if you're ordering right now through Amazon, it's iffy. I've been sending my grandbaby all kinds of things, and it's been crazy the way that it's arriving. They're telling you it's arrived, and then a week later, it's actually there, so we'll see. Hi, Happy Tears. I am not on Facebook or InstaFake. I'm barely on InstaFake. Even though I know I'm supposed to be, but I do a lot with Facebook. So join me over there. I'm Intuitive Lisa at Consulting Intuition. And it looks like we've got some questions, so I'm going to get started. You guys ready? Okay. So the first question, Honey, how does my person feel towards me? Like the way you formed that question. You guys, I will also let you know I do not do readings on other people. So, Honey, this is going to be more just kind of about the nature of the relationship and kind of the general health of the relationship, okay? Happy Tears, absolutely, please ask a question, okay? Again, we want the question to be how, what, or why, not a yes or no. Okay. I'm going to lay my cards out over here. Sorry to turn my back on you. Well, okay, Honey, it looks like to me that everything started off just super great, a lot of happy times, on the right path, good person for you, and it's showing me that there's happy times ahead, and that you could make some long-term plans with this person. And it's a major life card, and this is the energy that's from the past that's kind of moving forward. but it's telling me that it's my favorite card in the deck. So I have to share this with you. You see this? This is the Star, and that is my absolute favorite card. Second, well, first, and then second would be the Sun, but they're just so bright and cheery. The next one tells me, though, that right now there's just a lot going on. You guys have kind of gotten in a little more serious mode, and that happens in relationships. You know, you start off all strong and lovey-dovey, and then you get into your normal mode. But there's so much going on in your lives right now that the attention's not really on the relationship and making it work. So if you could go on date nights, you know, if we could all get out of our houses right now, then date nights would probably be good. They really want you to consider just a more playful approach to the relationship, kind of lighten up, a little lividity to it. Now, moving forward, honey, you've got this card, and it's about emotions, and it's about conflict with emotions. So I don't like that in this reading. But again, I'm going to go back to the energy of that first card. Remember that it said this is on the right path. So just because there's conflict doesn't mean, oh my God, we're going to fall apart or anything like that, right? So I do see that there's some competing goals with the two of you. So maybe some locking of heads. What can you do about that? That's what I want to ask the cards, because it's never fun to just hear that and then we end there. I always like to end on something that's empowering for you, give you some kind of something you can do, right? So what happens when that competitiveness shows up for you? So, Megan, that is a good card, isn't it? Love that Star card. So I'm just going to pull just a couple more little cards here really quick to see what we can do. Well, okay. So the next card I pulled is showing me that there's just a little bit of boredom. Again, I think that goes back to lightening up. And I'm kind of just going to go with that. I think you two have gotten to kind of a serious spot. And when you start having these competing goals and blocking heads, and EXO, yes, you may ask a question. Absolutely, please, let's go. Let's bring them on. But those competitive things, I think, you know, the beauty of cards is that they give you a heads up about things. So you've seen this. We've already talked about it here. And when that starts happening and this little bickering starts happening, if it does, of course, remember, this is all human stuff here. You can move this along a different way if you want. You could break up with him and say, forget it, and there's no bickering down the road. I don't want you to do that, because remember, we have this card right here for you, okay? But this is how I want you to change it, and that's why I brought that up, is that you know this could be on the horizon. So I want you to start thinking about the beginning of your relationship and what it is about that person that you fell in love with that made you guys really connect, okay? And kind of go back to the basics there. You kind of take this thing and move it back to like a new relationship, okay? When little shit didn't really matter to you, you know? Like if he left his shoes somewhere and now that drives you crazy, it didn't drive you crazy in the beginning, did it? So take yourself back to that point, okay? If you want to ask more about that, honey, we'll get to it. And if you want, you guys also, these are mini readings, admittedly. And I know that sometimes there's more to things or more questions you have, and that's why I have my other readings that we do one-on-one. Right now, I'm only charging $60 for those. I don't want to plug those during this free readings. I really want to just focus on the free readings. But if you decide you need them, we can do that too. Just not here tonight, okay? All right, Dina, what's next for us? So our next one is Megan. And Megan, how do I become less scatterbrained? You're feeling really overwhelmed. Honey, you know I hate that. Stop it. Okay. Well, Megan, I'm going to tell you, the first thing is I want you to do my class, okay? And the reason for that is, well, because it's cool, and I'm teaching it, and I love you, and I want you to be there. But besides that, you know, when I was going through some of my toughest times, and whenever I go through my toughest times, I pull out my handy-dandy cards, okay? And I pull out these cards, my angel ones, because they're very gentle. Not that the other ones aren't, you know, I know enough about cards now that the pictures don't bother me. the cards all say the same thing if you know how to read them, just a little bit different pictures. But they're very relaxing. They can really kind of ground you and bring you down. And that's the other thing. If you saw earlier on our group page, I posted about taking your shoes off and grounding yourself to the earth. So that's the first thing that I want you to start doing, Megan. You need to get your shoes off, honey, and get it back into the ground, you know, the earth. So shuffling, shuffling, shuffling. Okay, let's see, Megan, what they have to say. If my screen shakes a bit, I'm sorry. Kind of working off of the two little places here. Megan, you've got some really nice cards here also. Some major life cards. I'm going to take my sweater off. I'm dying. So I think what's, again, so you got the exact same middle card that we just had. Yeah, the same exact middle card with honey. So that's ironic. But so you've been doing a lot of soul searching, a lot of spiritual work lately. And I think that you're supposed to really plug into that right now. And I would start learning as much as you can about that, because what's going to happen is that's going to just open up the world for you. You're so scatterbrained right now and overwhelmed, honey, because you're letting your focus go a whole bunch of different ways when your focus really does need to be grounded a little more. And again, a playful approach. You're taking everything so serious, and life just really isn't all that serious. You're gonna learn, okay? I'm gonna even pull a couple more cards here. But you've got the world ahead of you. The whole world's gonna open up to you. And I hope your brain's not going 100 different directions. Obviously, I'm not a physician, and so I would say that if this is an ongoing problem, and I am kind of picking that up a little bit, that maybe some ADD or something, ADHD, something like that. I don't know if you've had problems like this forever, but I would really encourage you, if that has been an ongoing problem, to just visit with a physician about that problem, about medically what you could do. Right now, I'm telling you that you need to ground yourself daily. Okay, you need to be in a spiritual practice daily, some sort of a routine daily. You should be journaling all the time. I do see you doing some sort of learning about a new topic, and I think the cards are it. I really do. I think we're going to get some grounding with that, and we're going to be able to work a lot more on that. Megan, I can't tell you how scatterbrained I get and have gotten, but I can always come back to my handy cards or my handy spiritual practices and get real again and slow down. Okay? All right. Let's see. Dina, who do we have next? Dina, yeah. So Valerie just wants a general reading. Okay. Hi, Valerie. Okay. Shuffling, shuffling, shuffling. I'm going to go here and just read a little bit, make sure I'm getting all your little comments, telling everybody hi. You're watching and you can't comment, so that's, oh, okay, so Valerie's with Whitney. Hi, hi. Okay, guys. And I hope you guys all get into our little community over there. I am going to cut that community off, that group, after so many people, because I really want quality over quantity. I really want everybody to learn. So get there soon. And if you know like-minded people. Okay, Valerie. Has Valerie ever had a card reading before? Can you let me know? Who wants to learn tarot? Lucy wants to. Lucy, you're going to go over on my Consulting Intuition or Intuitive Lisa Facebook page and keep track of it, because we're going to be, or drop me an email or a note or something somewhere. Dina will probably write it down too, but I need a way to contact you to let you know when it's scheduled, okay? And Lucy, yes, you can change your question. Oh, Dina already told you that. Happy Tears, I agree with that. Nutrition too. I absolutely agree with that. Okay, so Valerie, and you guys, I'm sorry. This is a good time for me to tell you, speaking of scatterbrain, I will go a bunch of different directions. Valerie, I'm on your question right now, and I want you to know that if I kind of go over here for a second, it doesn't mean I'm not still on you, with you and on your question. And I promise you we'll get a reading out of it, and it'll be, you know, valuable, okay? Okay, so let's see here. You got just a little bit of everything. Are you self-employed, Valerie? Can you tell me that? Hello, hello. No, she's never had a reading before. Is she wanting to be self-employed? Has she thought about that, or is she of some sort of employment? Does she cut hair by chance? What I'm seeing right now is that there is an opportunity of some sort. She's just kind of bored, okay? But I do see some, yeah, I think you're just a little bit bored, and you're in a situation here. I'm not getting enough with these three cards. You know, I think I'd like Valerie. The cards have me a little bit of everywhere. Donna's here. Ozark Oracle, my sister. Everybody say hi to Donna. And I want you to all subscribe to Donna's page on YouTube after you leave this group, okay? Ozark Oracle. Dana's going to make sure that there's a link there for you. Valerie, honey, I've got you a little bit of everywhere here. And I want you to kind of focus in on your question just a little bit more, because it's just too broad right now. So if you would, honey, go ahead and do that. And then as soon as you do, we'll cut in line and get you back in, okay? All right, I'm going to hold on to this. Yeah, yep, I think that's what we need to do. So you're a stay-at-home mom, Valerie? Massage. Does she do massage? She does massage, so I knew it was something like that. Okay. All righty. So, Lisa, what is in store for your immediate future? Lisa, I'm going to tell you straight up, honey, I've already seen you being just as successful as you were in Kansas City. There's no reason, and this is just stuff I've picked up. Lisa and I've had other readings before, one-on-one readings, and I hope that it's okay for me to be talking about this right here. But Lisa, I honestly do see you coming back and forth a little bit to Kansas City for a while, and still maintaining a client base here. But dang, girl, the same exact things you did here are the same exact things that are going to propel you there. And you're just going to have to be a little bit patient as far as career goes. Your talent is quality. Your presentation is quality. Everything about it, okay? Excuse me. Shameless plug for Coca-Cola. I know, it was just like a commercial, wasn't it? I love that you're in California, Lisa. I think it's a very healing place. I hope you're getting to the water a lot. Maybe not right now, but eventually. Your relationship is just going to continue to get better and better and better. And I think it already has moved in that direction. I mean, I think you have a very loving husband anyway, but I think that it's getting better and better. Honestly, you got this card that shows me, as far as your material needs and your work and that goes, that you have a Midas touch. Okay. Everything you do just kind of turns into exactly what you want it to turn into. So I would just keep that up. Again, you've got your wishes coming true. Lisa, you've got nothing but awesome coming your way. I don't know that we need to go too far into it. There's going to be opportunities offered to you. You need to be sure that you're taking those opportunities. I pulled one extra card for you, and one thing that it is saying is you do need to look at things from just a little bit different perspective. And I think that perspective is Kansas City versus California, okay? And we know that things move a little bit faster in California. And so the way to get to the bottom of that, I think, is I want you to just kind of clear your mind. You don't even have to get to like where you're in meditative state or any of that. Just kind of sit with this, breathe in, breathe out. And I want you to just kind of picture California and write down some words, what California means to you. And then I want you to sit down and do the same thing and write down what Kansas City is like for you. What kind of words come to your mind, okay? Because I think that that list is going to show you what energy and how to move that along, okay, a little bit quicker. But if you're in any way doubting that what you're doing is not going to work where you are, it's not valid. Everything you do is going to turn to gold, okay? So let me check here. Let's see. Okay. Donna's coming right back. Let's see. Happy tears. What happened? My fogginess was coming from me being allergic to wheat products. And once I got rid of it, my diet cleared up. That's awesome. I 100% agree with that. Okay. And Donna, thank you. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and show my sweet sister, me, some love. Butterfly, absolutely, you can ask. Stephen, hi. Yes, you can have a reading. Questions need to start with what, how, or why. Okay. Okie dokie. And I don't know how to get that off the screen. Do you? Is it on your screen? There we go. Hi. Okay. All right. Miriam, you want a general reading? You guys remember these readings are kind of the cliff note of readings. They're mini readings. If you do find that you have something you really want to discuss or need, please look me up on my Facebook, Intuitive Lisa, or my webpage, consultingintuition.com, and reach out to me, okay? I'm sure that some of my people on here will tell you that we get into some real deep stuff when we do that. I also do mediumship work, and so a lot of times we have family that comes through or friends that come through that may have passed on, okay? All right, Miriam, general reading. So on these general readings, you guys, if you want to tell me an area of your life that you would like to concentrate on, whether it be career, love, just whatever it is. Health, not really health. I don't do health readings, and I don't do legal readings. Okay, Miriam. So you're in your head a little bit. You got a lot on your mind, it looks like. But I can tell you, have you had anything legal going on? Anything that you've had to reach out to an attorney or somebody from, or perhaps a counselor of some sort. Because I've got a card that's kind of telling me something like that. Or you've had a situation recently where you've kind of had to speak your mind a little bit and stand up to something. And so this is Miriam that we're talking to. But in any case, whatever started back in the past a little bit with some of that, the seeds are well planted. Right now there's a temporary pause, and I really do think that's probably because of this health scare that's going on. Don't worry about anything. Things are starting to look up. They're going to be moving forward. The situation that you've been going through that's kind of difficult is getting ready to it's getting ready to be over. Again, my intuition is telling me the pause is more related to just timing, honestly. But there is a possibility of you taking a trip also. But whatever it is, you're going to be leaving it behind and moving forward. Okay? Moving on to something new. Now, you guys, after I give you a reading like that, okay? Hi, Katrina. After I give you a reading like that on a general thing, if you want a little more specifics and we have time and I've given everybody their first reading, then I am happy to go back in and give you more specific on a specific question. Okay, so it looks like I have happy tears. Will Jay contact me, show up after writing them, or is he debating to do so if it is a weird connect? I like this question. It's very, very specific. The cards are really going to be able to speak to us a lot easier. Katrina, you bet. Ask your question, honey. All right. So let's see if Jay is going to be connecting. Okay. It's almost like they don't even want to talk about that. I do see a new beginning starting, and it's a major new beginning. That is in the future. Right now, it looks like I don't see it in the right. I don't see it right now. I do see something coming up in the future. Let's just see. So something good. This is for happy tears. Okay. So you sent a letter. You're waiting for a response. It looks like you're not going to get one anytime very soon. Okay. But I do see something happening as we move forward. I'm hearing 2 to 3 months. Okay. It could be 2 to 3 weeks. It feels a little bit longer though. But once it happens, everything's just going to kind of shift, and it's going to start happening very quickly. And then there's going to be some kind of good news. All right. So let's keep going. Honestly, honey, I think it's not going to matter as much because I think you're going to be starting to focus on your career a little bit more. It looks like there's some earthly things that you're going to be more focused on rather than this J person. And right now, that's what you should be focused on. In the meantime, it's not going to do you any good to sit around and let your mind just kind of be stuck on that. So I'm going to just get a little bit, I'm going to spend just a little bit more time on this, okay? I want to do a couple more cards. I hope I sound okay, you guys. My cord to my awesome mic broke, and so I'm just having to use the computers. So you guys had some competing goals. You guys kind of clashed, you and this J guy. And I think the clashes could have even been over stuff that's real spiritual in nature, like some real deep stuff. And right now, you're kind of just coming into your own. So I think before you ask the question, is Jay going to be coming back and contacting you? I think you should start thinking about whether or not you want Jay to contact you. Okay? A lot of treachery around him. Yeah, I think, again, whoever this Jay is, then you should make sure Good. You're more focused on that. I don't even want you to be concerned if he's mad or not. That's on him. It's stuff he needs to work out. It has nothing to do with you. If he's mad, it's on him. Okay? You're speaking your truth, and that's exactly what you should be doing at all times. Okay? You're feeling him a lot. Yeah. Okay. Oh, happy tears. Were you afraid, happy tears, of Lisa? I'm a little scared to see what you're going to say. Never, ever, ever, like Donna said, never be afraid. Because whatever, honey, first of all, I will never tell you anything bad. I had a reading recently where, and I'm just going to say it straight up, this bitch told me that I was going to have somebody that I mothered cross over in February. And, you know, what the hell? You don't ever tell anybody anything like that. Everything that I will tell you will be empowering, okay? And I will always give you some sort of an action as to what you're supposed to be doing and something else that's going to help empower you even more and push you along in the right direction. And remember, the cards will always tell you what you need to know, not necessarily what you want to know, okay? Okay. All right. So next, we have Lucy. What's coming towards me in the near future? Okay, Lucy, let's just see. You want to? Guys, I'm so glad you're here. We're doing this. Oh, thank you, Happy Tears. I appreciate you. My sister Donna is also very compassionate. Maybe it's shameless to plug her so much, but I also want you guys to follow along with Donna. She's very compassionate. She's a hell of a lot more fun than me, because you watch her videos, there's roosters and shit walking around all over the yard. It's hilarious. You will love it. Maybe not roosters, but dogs and roosters crowing in the background. So Lucy, what is coming towards you in the near future, honey? Okay. So what I'm seeing is some sort of, you've got major life changes coming up, okay? Let me just look at this just a little more. Everything's very positive. I can tell you that right now. I'm just kind of tuning in here just a little bit more. So I think you've had to, Lucy, in the recent past, you've really had to buckle down and get a lot of things done, okay? And it shows me, yeah. Have you had any classes recently? Lucy, have you been doing some sort of studying? Where's Lucy? Sorry, I'm looking here. Lucy, let me know if you've had some sort of classes lately. For some reason, I'm picking that up, okay? So anyway, online classes. Okay, all right. So you've really been kind of in that and honoring some of those commitments, and that's kind of what I was picking up. You were in that mode. Well, now you are being shifted to a whole new something. So when you take the class, you're going to learn about cards, and a lot of you out there already know this, so sorry if it's repetitive for you. But the tarot system is set up to show us kind of this karmic journey or major life issues that we go through. That's 0 to 21. And then the other cards are our everyday things that happen in our life. So you've had some everyday things going on and you've been honoring all that. But whatever it is you've been doing is pushing you forward into this renewal. This has been a life change thing. This is a life journey thing. This renewal is big. Everything about it, it's very favorable. It's good for you. Okay. It also, this card in traditional tarot is judgment. And, you know, this is just something that's saying there's all these new possibilities. There's this awakening of things. And yeah, So there's all these rough waters around, and there could be, no matter what's going on out there in the world, and there's going to be a little bit of rough waters, but you're not in them. Okay. You're standing on this side of them. So let me just show you this. Okay. Do you see that? How they're just standing there on the calm water? Okay. That's kind of where you're going to be. You have my favorite card in the deck, the Star, next. So whatever it was you were in, what were you in school for? And Lucy, you are feeling these changes. Yeah, honey, I mean, it's a major shift happening. I mean, it's already started, okay? But it's because the end of the studying, kind of that energy moving forward into this big shift, and you can make some serious, wonderful plans with where you're headed, okay? All right, Samantha, why have I changed my feelings towards my job and recently became very angry and felt overlooked? Honey, I can tell you already there's some sort of person there that's icky, and you're not being appreciated. I already feel that. That's just a quick one. Okay, let's see. Who do we have? You're studying engineering. Lucy, dang, girl, you are going to be, yeah, that's a major something. And you are going to be very successful with it, okay? Very successful. You can, the Star card, it's like you can hang your hat on that star, I mean, whatever it is, or your wishes, or whatever it is. It's just the star is there for you. You're like a star. And Donna, I've got roosters, cow, horses, turkeys, ducks, dogs, cats, parrots, and goats, always. Say that really fast once even. Okay. Lucy, you have really great things coming towards you. Happy tears. I'm so glad that you're feeling that was good. Okay. Okay. Dino's here. Hi. Hi, honey. Okay, so right now I'm on Samantha. Why I've changed my feelings towards your job and recently became very angry and overlooked. Okay. Sorry, I'm a big shuffler. And normally you should see it, you guys. The cards are flying everywhere. I'm just like, whoa, cards, they're everywhere. Well, okay, first of all, you're not accepting help from others. You're not real good at that, okay? And you're having a lot of fear around your money. When we have fear around our money, what happens? If you believe in manifestation, here's what happens. You bring all that towards you. So a lot of this you've kind of brought on yourself, all right? You're kind of being tight. You're afraid your job's not going to last. And so you're kind of acting different. So that's the first thing I'm seeing. And you're not accepting help from others very much. I also see, though, I always say, oh, this is my favorite card in the deck. Well, this is my favorite minor arcana card. It's the Nine of Fire. And this is like this badass warrior girl. God, I love this girl. Look at her. Ain't nobody messing with her. She's got a dragon. She's going to kick some butt. But you've got to believe in yourself. You've kind of let some of your power go. And that is a big problem because when other people, if there's other bully type people around, they're going to start picking up on that a little bit. Okay. And so you want to make sure that you're not kind of cowering down and giving them ammunition. Okay. Now, I do see, however, that you're about to enter a new phase. And maybe that new phase is that it's with someone possibly, but I think it's more with yourself, okay? I think if you will just go, take a step back and go, dang, I really kind of have been like that, haven't I? I've been kind of a negative Nelly. I've kind of been doing these things. I think once you do that, Samantha, I'm so sorry, honey, it's hitting hard. But I think once you take that step back and you see that, that's going to be the change. It's going to happen within you, okay? Everything about you, when you start figuring out your power again, everything's going to start shifting. It's going to start shifting. And then we're going to do another reading. You guys, I am going to be starting to add free reading night in. We're going to be doing those. I'm looking at Tuesdays and Thursdays. I want to work around some of the other people that are on here. I know Simon does Thursdays. Is that right, Donna? And I'm not sure if, Donna, do you have a regular night that you do live readings or not? Okay, let's see here. And okay, I'm going to have another really quick shameless plug for Coca-Cola. My teeth are going to be rotten in like a day drinking all that. Okay, who's next? XO. Love. What is coming towards me in love? Okay, in regards to love. I like this. Hey, Dina, would you turn my ceiling fan on? I'm having a hot flash.
Oh, that was it.
There you go. And one more time. Okie dokie. Well, the cards I pulled are all love cards, so that's kind of nice. I see a new person entering your life, a relationship that's just kind of starting off. And then I saw that there's going to be kind of a need to do just a little bit of kind of a decision that you're needing to make. Why do I feel like you're in a relationship already? Are you in a relationship already? Are you leaving a relationship of some sort? Is there some sort of, it feels like muddied waters almost. Okay. It almost feels like, if you're not currently in a relationship, are you still kind of hung up over one? Hi, Sammy. Aunt Lisa loves you. I need to know, XO, what that kind of feeling is that I'm picking up here. Okay, about that other, I don't know, because the decision, that's what's got me. All right. But I do see, yep, I see another one. You've got the Chariot. I feel like there's this decision that you're needing to make. And maybe it is, I'm single but no relationship. Do you have a past relationship that kind of lingers in your head that you're not quite over? But what I'm feeling right now is, and I'm going to have to pull some more cards in if we're going to see what this decision's about. So I think part of, will you write down what Donna just wrote? Mm-hmm. I think part of this is that this person that's coming in is, I think it can have a challenging beginning, and you're going to kind of wonder if you should start it off, because if there is somebody from your past that's kind of, so I think there is still a connection to someone from my past. Well, first of all, you need to cut cords, okay? Their energy is there, your energy is here, and you guys are separate. Their energy is there, your energy is here, and you guys are separate. You don't need to own that anymore. You've got to cut cords. So let's write down what I just said. And all of you guys, when there's funky people in your life that are just on you, this is what you say, okay? And you can say it in your head, because obviously if you say it out loud, it's going to be weird. But XO, write it down. Your energy is there, okay? My energy is here, and we are separate. So recently I had a situation, Donna, you know what I'm talking about, and I did not say this, and I wish I would have, because I got myself all in a furfluffle, okay? And what I should have said was, hey, your energy's there, you need to own it. My energy's here, and I'm not owning yours, and we are separate, okay? Did you guys all get that lesson? Thank you, XO, for helping us with this lesson. So you need to cut the cords with the old person. There's going to be something about this new person that's going to remind you a little bit about them, I think, and that's going to create a challenge for you, okay? But I also see that you're going to need to lighten up a little bit. And remember, now that I'm giving you a heads up, that a lot of what you're, please don't, a lot of what you're feeling and what you're seeing that might throw you back a little bit is going to be because of the past relationship and some of the crap that you've had to deal with, okay? I don't think somebody's been very nice to you in the past. And I know that we can all say that, but I think this was, whoever this person is, there's people that leave us and they were nice and we're still kind of hung up a little bit. For some reason, I think it was this person wasn't very nice, okay? That maybe you lost a little bit of who you were with that person. So Valerie, what's in your near future? Valerie, honey, can you tell me, do you want to know in regards to some part of your life? Can you tell me that? I'm going to move to Stephen. You guys, on these general readings, I love doing general readings. Nothing makes me happier than for you to say to me, let me just see what the universe and the cards want to say to me, okay? Because then I know you're being really open-minded. But on these short little readings, it's really hard to kind of hone in because on the other ones, I draw all kinds of cards. And so I'm getting a pattern. I'm getting a lot more things. So if we could hone these in just a little bit more, I think you'll get more out of it tonight, okay? So Stephen, I'm going to ask the same of you on your general reading. I want to give you the best reading, so please hone in just a tiny bit more. Valerie, I'm going to pull cards and we'll see, but right now I kind of want to see what area of your life you're most interested in knowing about. And I'm sorry, I probably should have said that when we started. You've got cards all over the place here. Once again, let me just even pull a few more. Actually, I'm going to do you more solid, and I'm going to do my favorite little spread. What's Donna yupping about?
Probably something you said.
Something I said? Okay. Sorry I'm turned from you, Mike. I just kind of had to throw my office together at the last minute. It's been in disarray. Okay, so Val, your home life, honey, you've got a renewal coming up. That's what this is about. You're going to be moving in a new direction. I think you're talking about, I think the problem is stability. You're having some challenges around the stability in your home life, perhaps. You're bored. You're very bored. You're kind of a homebody, aren't you? You like to take care of everybody. And are you thinking about, honey, are you married? Are you thinking about maybe moving on or something? Can you tell me that, Val? Have you been thinking, second guessing somebody, like a relationship or something? Because it kind of is feeling that way to me. It almost feels, if you are, okay, or if you're not, whatever, somebody new is going to be entering in, and they're kind of right there now. If you're in a relationship with a spouse, I really feel like it could be a resurgence of that. The other thing is, if you've been looking for a new home, that's on the horizon too. You need some structure around your life. And I think that, Valerie, at home, that I think it's gotten a little, Valerie is married, yes. Yeah. I think that what's going to help you is to one of you is trying to be the strong guy, the leader, and maybe the other one's pushing back a little bit. But whoever's doing it is being real strong about it. Valerie, honey, if you're being kind of, I want this and I want that and da da da, honey, kind of lighten up a little bit, because you got this card, the Strength card, and what it's telling me is you're kind of trying to tame that lion by brute strength, and they're telling you what you need to do kind of is to lighten it up just a little bit and do it through gentleness. All right. Feels like you're wanting a little more out of your life than your husband's wanting, if I had to say, and you're kind of getting sick of it. But that's about to end. You're having a transformation in your relationship. Things are going to move ahead. Well, let me go back to that. I think you're contemplating. She did just buy a new house. Okay, so that's what it is. All right. It's because there's all the conflict over the new home, and I need you to chill out just a little bit as you're putting it all together. Are you happy with this guy? And hopefully he's not on here. If he is, just say, oh, yes, we're dreamy. For some reason, I feel like you've contemplated getting out. Okay? And if that's the case, I have a lot more to say about it and what I saw, but we won't go into it here. Okay? So, Stephen, did you come up with just a little more detail there for me? Not yet. Where's Danny? Okay. Dina, do I have more in here?
Oh.
Okay, guys, let's see here. So Becca does Wednesdays and Fridays. Simon does Thursday and Saturday. They're on UK. So I've been thinking about doing Tuesdays and Thursdays, you guys. Tuesday morning and a Thursday evening, kind of like we did this week. I think we might do it on Facebook on one day and YouTube on the other. So we'll see about that. Or if we can't, whatever. I don't know. Maybe we'll just do them here. Lemon, hi, honey. Hi. And thank you, Whitney, for saying that too. All right, who am I doing? Stephen, honey, I'm going to go with the general card reading. If it's not resonating, then you reform your question, sweetie, and I'll do a better one for you, okay? So, Stephen, are you real earthy kind of guy? Are you, no, he is not. Whitney, who is not? Oh, he's not on there? Okay, that's good, probably. Danny, hi. All right. So, Stephen, my general reading for you, and I'm doing you guys a solid here by pulling like a whole big old spread. But what I'm seeing, honey, is I need to probably have just a little bit more information from you. But it looks like that you, okay, what this is about is somebody who's he's like the pillar of the community. He's very earthy. He could be a builder of some sort, work with his hands. He's a very reliable person. And so that's kind of what this is about. This person is, well, the challenge is that this is a tower time for this person. So if this is you, Stephen, I don't know, but those of you who read tarot, let's talk about this tower card, because this is my least favorite card in all the deck, okay? What it means, it's like you're in this tower, there's two of you up there, or however many, and lightning striking, fires all around you, and it's really small in there, and there's no more room, and it's like you're trying to make a decision about something or trying to do something, but you just can't, and you put off making decisions or doing the things you know you're supposed to do. We've all been there, you guys. We've all had it where we know there's something we need to do and a change we need to make, more importantly, but we don't do it. Well, this tower card, which is in a challenge position for you, Stephen, tells me that the challenge is you get thrown out of the tower, you know, or you better jump or something. I mean, it's horrible. It's like the 9/11 scene where people are coming out, okay? And so they fall, they land on their heads, and ow, that hurts like hell. But I want to tell you, though, that the good news is that you're down there on the ground and you get to rebuild. So whatever this is, and it almost feels, I don't know if it's job, it could be your job, it could be family, okay? But there's a rebirth and a rebuilding time right now. A lot going on there. You had some challenging stuff coming your way. I do feel that this tower card is your, I do feel we're on the right track. Not making some good money decisions possibly. or good business decisions, or indeed you are starting to make those. Yeah, I think you are making them because it's starting to tell me that any of the decisions that you're starting to make are doing better because you're starting to have a little more come your way as far as life's little luxuries and things. There's a relationship that's going to continue to grow closer and some sort of a forgiveness coming your way, a contented and rewarding family life. There is something, though, that's on the horizon. It's way down the road, and it's going to happen very quickly. Some sort of news that's going to come, and it's going to be very, very quick. And so I want you to be alerted to that. If you want to know more about that, ask next time we do free readings or have a whole reading with me, okay? All right, you guys. The next one is butterfly, and you want a general reading too. You guys are getting smart on me. You're evolving. You know why? Not that you were dumb to start with or anything like that, because you're not. But you're asking these general readings. You know I got to pull a hell of a lot more cards. It's cute. I love it. If any of you have to hop off, don't worry. I'm going to be back on here, I think, next Tuesday, okay? And Tuesday, we'll do that 11 o'clock time again. And we'll try to get those answers. But also, don't forget to push the little button. Donna will tell you how to make sure that you follow me and all that good stuff. And Dina's going to let you know some links so that you can keep track of me and we can stay together. And I also want all of you in my card reading 101 class. Donna's going to be helping me with that, and she's amazing and fun. All right, butterfly, you're up. Okay. There's that badass woman again. Woo! You're powerful, girl. You got lots of emotions right now. Lots of emotion going on. Okay? Now, there is some sort of kind of an authoritative figure that's kind of maybe giving you a little bit of struggle right now is what I'm seeing, and you're having to stand your ground with something. And I don't think it's around work. Sorry I say all the time. I know, I hate that. I just see some competing goals and some competition somewhere. It's really got you in a furfluffle. You're just really emotional, full of it right now. But I do see some sort of a new event or something that's happening, some sort of new magic being whipped up. Okay, you want to see this card here? You see that? Look at that. They're going, okay, and they're whipping up this new magic. So that's good. But part of the problem is you're coming up. If you don't get back on track with this, and I'm going to tell you how to do that here in just a second, okay? But the energy right now moving forward is that you're going to be up at night, having a lot of sleepless nights, and this emotion that you're feeling is going to go into your head, okay? And you're going to be up at night stressing the hell out, and you're going to have to clear away some things that were, and that's what you're doing. You are clearing away things right now. Once again, lighten up. There's humor in every situation, and it is definitely called for right now, honey. It is definitely called for right now. Remember that Tower card? I want to bring that up too. Not that you got that card, but I'm bringing it up because I want to let you know that if there's any decision that you need to make, then you need to go ahead and make it before the universe makes it for you. I do see, though, as far as maybe with other people, where there's something with other people concerned, I do see some sort of an abundance and things looking up, okay? Whoever this is, it's like you've got a helper coming your way. And this little helper, the picture of it shows it's a little girl, and she's sitting next to a dragon. And that dragon's pretty dang powerful. We all saw Game of Thrones, and you see what happens when you got dragons, okay? You also see what happens when you get a little too full of yourself. So we don't want to have that happen, okay? I think there's something to do around kids or your childhood and your past, and it's kind of making you feel a little bit underwater, but I want to let you know your head is above water from what I'm seeing. So this is all going to work out okay, honey. It's just you've got to get your head and your heart in the right place, get those emotions in check. And there's some sort of obligations and things that you need to start getting more in touch with and taking more seriously. Okay. Yeah, okay. Okay, Katrina wants to know, is my college human geography teacher geography in my soul family? Well, it's a yes or a no question, and I don't really do those. But let me just see. I'm gonna re-question this. You're welcome, Butterfly. Honey, if you need more help, and I kind of feel like it might be good for you to stay in close touch. Anyway, I'm there if you need maybe a more detailed reading where we can really, the people that have read with me, who've had readings with me will tell you they're kind of counseling in the way that they go. I'm not a counselor, but I think that they give you a lot of food to think about. So that might be something we need to do with you. So who is your college geography teacher to you is what we're going to ask Katrina, okay? Tina, what does Katrina ask your when question mean?
No.
You don't know.
She's asking.
Okay. How long have we been on here? Okay, so we're going to be done here before too much longer, you guys. Okay. Yep. This is somebody from a karmic past that is okay, so I'm going to answer this one from Katrina about who this person is, and is this person's in your soul family. I think what the cards are telling me is yes, this is somebody, there's some sort of a karmic energy here that's needing to be worked out. I am a medium, yes. I am definitely a medium. And when you do readings with me, I always start with, I don't do straight on mediumship ever. I'll do a card reading and then we'll go into mediumship if that's what starts to come up. And a lot of times it does. And this week I found that they're hiding outside my door. I've got pictures of orbs all over my front porch, right outside the window where I do those mediumship readings. It's really funny. So that was my answer to Lemon Tarot. Back to you here, Katrina, honey. I do believe that this is somebody that you're working something karmically out with. I'm seeing, though, that there's some sort of something that's not good for you. Are you kind of obsessing over this person? Because if you are, you need to knock it off. All right? And things are kind of out of balance right now. They're moving that direction. So that's why I am asking you to please, even if this person is you and this person working out something karmically, focus on, here's how you can get to this. Focus on some of the struggles that you guys are having. And I want you to ask yourself, what are these struggles trying to teach me? Where else have I seen these struggles in the past? In what other situations? And that's what your focus should be more on, not on the person. It feels like it almost feels like there's just more thinking about the person than what's going on in between, perhaps. And if you are just thinking about what's going on between, I'm going to say kudos to you. Okay, that's awesome. And I'm going to pull just a couple more cards on this, okay? I'm so curious to what's making you, okay, wait, no, I'm not, okay? I'm intuitive, it's just not as strong as I want. Oh, happy tears. You know, I was sick for the last 5 weeks, and for whatever reason, my readings got really strong. Maybe it's just, I don't know. I'm still on you, Katrina. There's something going on behind the scenes that still hasn't been brought to light yet. This is the Moon card. There's a lot of things still holding you back, but it's more, I think more so that there's something still yet that's come into play. And things are moving to a new level. Yeah, and again, it's just more, I think that answers the question. Yeah, this person is, there's something karmic moving, or some big major life lesson that this person's been brought into your life to help you with. Okay? So focus on the challenges, or focus on the lessons that you're learning, and this is going to give you the answers. I heard something yesterday. I was taking a class online with my favorite teacher of all times, Laura Day. I friggin' love this woman. You know, I've been reading cards since I was 23 and kind of stepped away from them for a little while because of some religious dogma and situations that happened. Got back into them. But long story short, I found Laura Day, and I went to training with her in New York. And it was the first time that I ever experienced mediumship. And it was just like, whoa. And, you know, how to harness that intuition that we have. And I bet you there's so many of you out there that like, yeah, how do I do that? Okay. And that's one of the things my class is going to teach. But one thing Laura said yesterday in her class is that when you focus on, you know, that one area of your life that you're having this big struggle with, when you can focus in on that and fix that, the other areas of your life that are messed up are going to all start falling in place. And that seems simple, and it seems like maybe you've heard that before, because that's how it felt to me. But honestly, I didn't really think about it, okay? Because what's happening is I'll go and work a little bit over here, a little bit over here, a little bit over here. And Megan, you know, kind of that nervous energy where we're all over the place. This is one thing that might help you too, is just kind of focus on that one thing, okay? And focus on healing that one area of your life. Then let's start seeing how everything just cards out. The cogs start shifting and everything starts falling into place. Okay? All right. So Dano, what is the opportunity that is coming my way? Good question. Okay. I am going to read just a little bit of these comments and get caught back up here. Okay, guys? Happy tears. You're intuitive, just not as strong because you've been sick. Okay. Oops. Intestines are acting up. You're welcome, Katrina. I've been experiencing jealous readers when you're trying to make friends with them, and it's just not working because some people are nasty. Guys, I'm going to tell you, that girl that told me basically my son was going to die in February, and by the way, we just FaceTimed earlier. You know, he's not dead. But I got to tell you, I knew what she was doing was really wrong. And I knew she was doing it because she was jealous and she was trying. I mean, she's just a bad little seed, man. I mean, she's not as a human being. Of course, I see her value as a human being, but that was just shitty to tell someone that. So you're going to see those jealous readers. And this is what I'm talking to Happy Tears about, you coming across jealous readers like that. Get the heck away. If anybody gives you doom and gloom, you're getting that feeling from them, get away. Get away. And if they tell you lottery numbers and all that other crap, walk away. That's not what these cards are for. That is not what these are for. This is to help you learn and think deeper and more about situations, maybe to give you a heads up on a situation, okay? Hi, Dano. Happy tell you that they do witchcraft. You don't want to read her. Here's what I'm reading right now, you guys. So it's scary, especially when they tell you that they do witchcraft. You don't want to read her like that because they might do something on you. It's a little insane. Okay, so you heard my question today, or not my question, but my little lesson. Your energy's there, my energy's here, and we are separate, okay? The other thing you can do is we've always got that Michael, okay, Archangel Michael. Anytime you're around anybody like that, anytime you do a reading, anytime you do that kind of stuff, just picture Michael's energy around you. Call Michael into the room, and he should be standing behind you. Another class that I'll be doing, I can't really teach it because Radley taught it, and he doesn't want us teaching others, but I'll kind of give you a little bit about it. But it's about doing angel prescriptions, like which angels to call in to help you, and always have Michael have your back. Let him take care of it, okay? Whoever these people are, you just, before you go in the room with them, you say, Michael's here with me. You know, you don't tell them this, but Archangel Michael is right there, and he's going to handle it. And you've got that beautiful, you close your eyes and you just imagine that he's coming through the door, okay? And when he's there, you're going to see this purple or this brilliant royal blue. This is Michael's color, okay? That is Michael's color. You will see that, and it'll be surrounding you in a bubble, okay? All right, Dano, okay. Opportunity that is coming your way. I'm back with you now. I know I'm all over the place, guys. Sorry about that. I think you're going to be taking a trip somewhere, honey. That's what I think. It looks like you're going somewhere. Whatever it is, there's a situation you've been in. You make kind of an unwise choice, and you're moving out of that and away from that because some of the people in this little group of yours or whatever it was didn't have the best motives. They certainly weren't thinking of you, and you're kind of moving in a whole new direction. So this could literally be a trip, and it almost feels that way to me. Of course, not right now. Please do not take a trip right now. But I also see that you're going to be making some sort of a decision here. I would have to do some mediumship work with this in order to tell you more details about that, and I am happy to do that for you. What I want you to do is I want you to email me, lisa@consultingintuition.com, and I want you to ask me specifically, say, this is Danielle, and I would like to know, have you do the mediumship, and what can you see specifically about this situation that's coming forward, okay? Yeah, because I'm not, from these cards, I'm not picking up anything in particular as far as what area of your life and things like that it is, okay? So Dano, I know we've talked about this before in our reading on Tuesday. So email me, and when I can go into mediumship mode, then I'll get to the bottom of it for you. Okay, honey? Let's see. You know, you're on lockdown in Canada. You better be, girl. Oh, Renee, thank you about the advice. Thank you, Butterfly, for saying that I'm a good reader. I love it, you guys. And if people are telling you, you guys, also readers that are out there, and we're going to learn this in our class too about Reading 101. Reading 101 will tell you if anybody says, hey, I can help you lift this curse, blah, blah, blah. You just have to buy these candles, and they're going to cost you like $300 or whatever it is. That's some, I don't mean to be mean or anything, but that's some old gypsy crap that you need to just let go of. That's just, I don't know, that's snake oil, okay? So no, nobody needs to take any spells off of you. It's just bull. Okay, now Dina, are we on Evelyn? that right? What can Evelyn expect in the general in the future? You guys, the more information you give me on what area of your life you want to know about, I promise you the better reading you're going to get. So Evelyn, honey, if you want to talk about which area of your life, what are Brian's intentions with Evelyn?
Oh, that's the same one.
Okay. Okie dokie. So Evelyn, are you smooth operator? Are we? You're coming through for smooth operator. So this is about the general reading is going to be Dano. It's the church group, I think. Hi, Evelyn. You are smooth operator. Smooth operator. Donna, I need you to sing. Okay, I'm shuffling. What can we expect with, what are Brian's intentions? Okay, I'm not going to really read on Brian because I don't have his permission, but I will tell you a little more about you and Brian. How's that? Lexi, you bet you can. You love Sade. Me too. That's some good music right there. I was telling you guys the other day, my sister Donna, you know, that's I'm a little bit rock and roll, or I'm a little bit country, I'm a little bit rock and roll. Was that Donnie and Marie or something? Well, she's actually country and rock and roll, and I'm just easy listening. So that Sade is right up my alley. Okay, so now we have Evelyn getting a little bit more insight into, is it Brian? In Brian, yep, okay. So I got two big cards there. The first one is, yeah, honey, whoever Brian is, you're kind of making some things like in a false sense of something wrong there, okay? I think Brian's actually pretty much good. I think that you could probably make some long-term plans with this Brian person, that you're kind of, the negative feelings you're having, they're just fear-based, okay? So you need to let that go. Remember, you can manifest that by enough fear. You can make this thing go to hell. You could be the one that's having the bad intentions for you, okay? I don't think Brian has any bad intentions. I think it's good. I think it's really good. My favorite card, the star, my favorite card, the star. But there is this ego card where you are right now, but I don't think it's him. I think it's you, okay? And I think that this is like obsession over things. That's how what I think that card means in this situation for you in particular. However, if Brian has something to do with business of some sort, whatever this is, it's very promising, and there's an inflow of abundance with it. Okay, so Jen wants to know. Happy tears! I love that you're here, you guys. Trying to catch up with. Okay, Jen, what is the outcome with Aquarius and I? Okay. Well, let's just see, shall we? Are you guys all having fun? You make sure you get on our group. Dina, would you put those group thingies on there for us too? Once you're on my group, or not my group, it's our group. I have my page, which is Intuitive Lisa on Facebook. But I wanted a place where we can all come together and really talk and learn together. And I wanted other readers to come in too and help us. But I'm going to make it very exclusive. I don't care about having a big old group. What I care about with this is quality information and people really learning, because it's very big in my heart to help teach everybody to be able to read for themselves. And we are going to be doing some learning. Okay, by Sunday, I will have the date set for the class. the Card Reading 101. So if you're interested in that, go to my webpage and fill out the contact form and write down Class 101 in the comment section, and I will put you on the list. Okay. All right. What is the outcome for Aquarius and I? Somebody's looking at moving on. Jen, are you feeling a little bit trapped in this situation? Because if you are, honey, it's kind of an illusion. It's not real. And you're, well, no. I think you're wanting to move on. That's absolutely it. Remember that Tower card? This is the exact situation I hear in my mind when I think of the Tower card. Because I think so often people are in relationships and they just can't bring themselves to make a change, okay? And it feels like to me that you are wanting to move forward and move on, leave this stuff behind, but you're feeling for some reason that you're trapped and that you can't, you're afraid to take some supportive action. I mean, I think there's days you're getting your gumption up and you kind of want to go, and then you go, oh, this is a good day, I'll stay, or where would I go, or what would I do, or whatever. But whatever the situation is, and I think it is a matter of the heart, you know, you're up here in your head with it, and you're trapping yourself here, okay? Because I do see this conflict, and it's a stalemate, and you're kind of pretending there's not a problem with it, all right? So the outcome is up to you, okay? You haven't put into motion. You've had the same energy going for a while now. You're not bringing any new energy to it. So I can tell you what the outcome is. It's exactly what you're doing right now. If you just keep doing what you're doing right now, you're going to get exactly what you're getting right now, okay? Now, if you want to talk about what changes you can make, if you want to talk about how to move forward with this, get in our group. Let's talk about it. Get a hold of me. Let's talk about it. Okay? But this is an illusion, and if you want out of this, and you might not want out of it. You might think you want to stay in it, but it's tough, and you can't get out of it. I'm telling you, you know what you're supposed to do, and you're just not doing it. And that's not a discipline, okay? That's to empower you to say, everything you need, you already have. This is a false sense of entrapment. If you want to change this relationship and make it better, then let's talk about how to do that. If that's a possibility, if that's what you really want. For some reason, I don't think it's what you really want. I think you know that something's not good for you, is what it feels like to me. Okay? Hi, GI baby G. G baby G, I think. God, I wish I could hear you say that, because I bet it sounds really cool. Okay. Now, if I don't get to all your questions tonight, you guys, we're going to come back to this. Anybody that needs to jump off, you jump off, okay? Happy Tears, I would love for you to learn with both Donna and I think, or Donna and me, and you're going to be shocked at how much you already know and how quickly this is going to come to you. I'm going to tell you, the first time I did mediumship, I didn't know what I was supposed to do, and I was in Laura's class, and I'd been there all weekend, but I am going to tell you that I started reading the first time that she had us practice, okay? And you're going to too. It's awesome. What will happen with Scorpio and I? She is a Libra. Well, once again, right now, I'm seeing somebody wanting to move on. I think it's you. I don't read on other people. So there's been this quiet time, this time of kind of being in, like, it's a hermit mode, okay? So somebody's been spending a lot of time on their spirituality, and it might be that you outgrow each other, and that somebody wants to move on. That's what I'm feeling. I think you need to listen to your intuition. But I want you to carefully consider what it is you really want before you take any actions. Okay? I hope that wasn't too vague. I hate giving vague readings. I will never time my readings with you guys. I always go until I feel like you've gotten the answers that you need. And it's never, I'm never at a loss for words, so they're not really ever short readings. So you can always expect it to be an hour at least. But we'll go until you always get the answers you need and you feel like you're at a resting place. But Lexi, so I know that was just a little bit vague. But what I'm seeing and what the cards are saying, and I'm just the reporter, is that somebody's going to want to be moving on. I think it's you, Lexi, since I don't read for her. And but you do need to consider carefully why it is you're wanting to move on before that happens, because it might surprise you what answers you come up with. Wendy wants to know what her girlfriend's intentions are. Okay, lots of love stuff out here today. Is it all because we're all cooped up or we haven't seen each other and all that? Happy Tears started getting things when she had her accident. Okay. I'm not going to tell you what your girlfriend's intentions are with you. I'm just going to tell you what I see with the relationship and in regards to the relationship. Okay? And the reason I'm not telling you that, once again, is because I don't read on other people without their permission. So you can be assured that if somebody asks me what your intentions are, I'm not going to tell them either. Okay? You're cute. Sagittarius and an Aquarius. Well, both of y'all want to do nice things, and that Sagittarius is real playful, and you're wanting to, or you're real playful and fun, and she's wanting to save the world, right? So I see that there's been some head clashing, okay, that there might be a few little problems there, and you're kind of pretending them away, like they're not really there. But whatever you want to do with this, you're at the beginning of a life journey. Okay, this is a major life something for your life change. So those 0 to 21 cards that I told you about, you've got two of these 3 cards are that. You've got the Magician. The Magician has all things under, he can just take the earth, he can take the wind, the water, everything. He's got everything at his disposal. And it's like, whoosh, I'll just do this and make this move. So you're ready. Whatever it is you want to do, whatever you want to manifest right now, it's magical time for you. So you can do this. So if you're feeling that this person isn't quite right for you, or that you two, not just not quite right, if you're thinking, don't ever get out of a relationship because it's just not quite right, you should do a little more exploring. I mean, let me back up a little bit. If you start a relationship, it's new and you're not that into it and it's not that quite right, if you don't feel it, then get out. But if you've invested some time in this and some emotion and it started off good and it's just not quite right, I would say that's not a reason to leave. You still got to work it out, and not, if you got 80% right, then yay, okay? It's hard to find anything that's 100%. But, and you can't expect one person to fulfill all your needs. Now, everything I say in these readings from the time we open this door, you guys, is for everybody that's here. So when I'm talking right now to Wendy, this could be Wendy's reading, but this is for you guys too. All right. So especially those of you in relationships. So right now, Wendy, if you want to make changes, make them, because everything's going to be working out fine for you. You're going to be great. If you want to stay in this relationship and make it magical, start doing it. Okay. But you need to listen to your intuition. I need you to have patience. I don't think you should jump ship. I don't think you should go anywhere right now. Unless that's already been something you've been thinking about doing, okay? Listen to your intuition on this. If you think this person is more good than bad, listen to that and just kind of be patient for a little bit. Because whatever you want it to manifest and be, it's going to be, okay? Hi, what is it? Serena? You're new? Yes, honey, you can ask a question, of course. Lexi Ray, you haven't missed nothing. All right. Isabella, let's see. So right now we've got Isabella, Happy Tier, and João Firmino or something. That's Dina's writing. I'm not real sure. I might have butchered that all to heck. Sorry. That's how you pronounce it? Serena. Okay, Isabella, when will I meet the one, or how will I meet him? Let me do a little practice with you guys, okay? When you're wanting to know a timeline of something, one thing you can do is this little practice, okay? I want you to imagine a window, like a store window, okay? So let's all imagine this store window right now. And I want you to look at it and tell me what's in that window, okay? I know you can't really tell me because we can't talk back and forth, but Isabella, what do you see in that window? Is it Easter bunnies? Is it Christmas trees? Is it, what's the season? What season? Are there leaves outside on the ground? Is it snow? Is it rain? Okay. Look around your surroundings. Go in your mind and just look around your surroundings. And everything you get, write it down on a piece of paper. And this is going to give you big clues as to the answer for this question. I don't need cards to do this question. That's how I would answer that question. And I'm going to put that back on you to find out. All right? I have my impressions. I feel like there's winter, but I think you need to come up with this on your own. How will you meet them? Do the same thing that I just told you. What's in that window? What are you seeing? Okay? Let's see if we can find out just a little more. Let's just do something on relationship with you, though, using the cards tonight. But Isabella, that's how I want you to answer that question for yourself, because I think that's a question you have to answer for yourself. I don't do predictive readings. The only thing I can tell you is my immediate impression is that it's not real soon. I think that before you meet this person, there's going to be a change in your life. I think it's around work of some sort. And I think that right now, what you're looking for in a mate is going to change. So before you find the one, you've got some maturing to do. You've got to, because your list right now probably includes things like, I hope he's blonde, and I hope he or she is blonde. I hope they have a wonderful smile, that they're really funny, that they like to go to movies, and things like that. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful in any way, I promise you. I'm not calling you immature. Please know that. I'm just saying I think your list is going to mature, because I think you're going to go through some life changes. And I think when you go through some of those life changes, that you're going to want something a little bit more depth, and you're going to be looking a little bit wider. Right now you're casting a net for one particular fish. And I think you're going to throw a net in, and you're going to throw your rod out there. And what you reel in, you're going to look at each fish and see that for its uniqueness. Okay? And I think that you're going to grow as you become a better fisherman. Right? Okay, so the next one is Happy Tears. Will a new guy come into my life, or just Jay sneaking back into my life? That's Sneaky Jay. Sneaky Jay. Remember, I don't think you want Jay. Why are you even toying around with that idea? Hi, Lily Chard. Honey, I don't know why you even... What's this one? Are these in line? Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why you even want to consider Jay. Just like, here's you guys, read this. Just like Medea said, you want him to be breathing in your list. That's awesome. Listen, I lived in a small town in Southwest Missouri, and Donna is from there, Ozark Oracle. She'll tell you what I'm about to say, what I'm about to lay down is some truth. So I moved there and I thought, well, if I could just find a guy who blah, 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 likes this and likes that, I had my list, right? So after living there a little bit, I changed it and I went, you know, if I could just find a guy who had all his teeth and could read, I'm golden, right? And then after a while, I found myself saying, if I could find a guy who just had good bone structure for dentures and a willingness to read, then maybe. Okay, that's when I knew I had to move. I had to move. No, now I'm with this great guy. He's really successful attorney. He's hot, all that good stuff. And everything's good. And he has all his teeth. And he reads every night. Isn't that great? So that's my story time, Lisa's story time. Jay is famous. I'm not considering, I keep on feeling, want it to stop, but it's a weird feeling. Happy Tears, have you and Jay been in a relationship? A real relationship? I'm at the age where Happy Tears says they need to be at the age, or for her, where they have a pension, a 401k, and good insurance, and that she could be under it. Heck yeah, girl. Greg's hooked me up. Haven't you, Greg? You hooked me up with some insurance. He's in there.
He's sleeping.
He's sleeping. That should tell you something too. Okay. All right. Well, you've got a renewal. I need to know if you and Jay have dated, though. Have you and Jay dated? No, but we were communicating. Okay. There's going to be a renewal in that. The Wheel of Fortune, you spin the wheel, where it stops, nobody knows. But I think there's going to be a positive movement forward. It's going to suddenly move forward, and fortune will be on your side with it. Okay? So that one's that one. So yeah, you got to keep me in touch with that. Okay. Is this João Firmino? I'm sorry if I said that wrong. I really am. What do you see towards my professional career? May I ask if you've chosen a career? Don't tell me what it is. Just tell me if you've chosen one. Where's João Firmino? Dina, where is this? I don't even see this on here, this person, this question.
I will say, hey, are you still here?
Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to see if Joe, let me know if you're still here. You're up next, but I want to make sure you're still here, okay? Because I want you to answer if you already have a career choice chosen, okay? Renee, what does my spirit team want me to know regarding having more self-love? Yes, Christina, you may, honey. The biggest thing for you right now, Renee, is loving yourself. Again, loving yourself. But I think you already know what you're supposed to do. I think you've already started on a path. I think you've started on a real spiritual path. Your intuition's already told you exactly what you need to do, and that's exactly what you need to follow. You've got a lot of fear surrounding things. It feels like some fears around home, perhaps. You're not feeling, I don't think you feel stable, all right? I don't think you feel safe. And I think the more you grow spiritually and the more you follow your intuition, that naturally it's going to progress into that self-love. I do once again want to bring up that grounding with the earth is going to be very, very important to you. And I do see you filling your cup. I mean, I think you need to, water is also important to you. But you've already planted the seeds and you've done a really good job. You've already started this ball rolling forward. And I don't want you to be discouraged because you're not feeling things are moving fast enough. I think there's just some temporary pauses, and that's very natural. But don't get all in a kerfluffle. Don't be worried about things. Again, you've already, like I said, you've got things behind the scenes moving for you too. You've got help out there, you know, your spirit guides, everything's kind of moving into place. So it's going to kind of just kind of go with the flow a little more, and open your eyes to new possibilities, because I really feel that you're kind of putting yourself in a box. And when you do that, I mean, self-love, I could tell you, you know, some simple things to do, your daily things that you could do. Take more time for yourself and your self-care, get out and exercise, start saying what you're grateful for. You know, every day before your feet hit the floor, you should have at least 3 things you're grateful for in your head. You know, write them down or something. Write down your gratitudes. But I think you've already kind of started moving that direction. And I know, Renee, the pauses drive me crazy too. I always used to have a saying, you know, that in the meantime is that one place I hate to be more than anything. All right. But if you could look at this a little bit differently and know that that pause is more for you, and take advantage of the downtime too. I don't know, you feel like you just kind of always need to be moving and having things happening. I think you're kind of a go-getter and you want to just grasp life. And I think that because you're somebody who's just always wanting to just fill your life with, you want that cup filled, your life cup filled at all times with everything, and you want to live as much as possible while you're here. Not everybody's like that. You know, some people are a little more content than that. And I want to applaud you. I mean, I applaud everybody for either way, but I want to applaud you that you want to do that. But I also want to say that self-care means giving yourself the permission to not always be so busy. All right, let's start with that. That's the answer to your question, is don't feel like you always have to be busy, and have gratitude for that alone time. You know, and when you're saying your gratitudes, you guys, don't just say, I'm grateful for my car. I want you to really try that on and go, dang, what would happen if I didn't have a car? Let's think about if you didn't have those things in your life. And Renee, I'm glad that I shined a light on something you need to work on, honey. You already knew it. Your intuition's strong. I think you want to do some sort of spiritual work too. Okay. I reposted my question at 9:52. What time? I don't know what time frame you're on, Serena. Is Serena up?
Yeah, she's right here.
Oh, Serena, you're next. Okay. How does Chris feel about me, and will he come towards me? Chris has been ignoring me out of nowhere. Well, Chris, I'm going to tell you this right up. This is some Aunt Lisa advice, not just intuitive Lisa advice. Men do exactly what they want to do. All right. If they don't want to be around you, they're not going to be around you. If they want to be around you, they'll find a way to be around you. Okay. So that's my first piece of advice. Happy Tears while I'm shuffling here for Serena. My classes are going to be on Zoom. You need to go to my website. Dina, can you put a link on there? consultingintuition.com. Go to the contact page, fill out the information, and in the go to the contact page, fill out the information, and in the comments write class 101, and I will let you know exactly when and where those classes are so that you can be a part of it. The other thing you can do is follow me on Facebook. I'm really pretty active on there. And we have a group on Facebook also, Consulting Intuition and More. All righty, so Serena, let's find out about this Chris, what we think. I'm just going to tell you what I think about the relationship with you and Chris, because that's what the cards, I think that's what you need to hear. All right. My intuition's telling me that Chris just needs to get off your plate. Okay. Happy Tears, if you're not on Facebook, honey, you just go on to my website. Okay. It was just out of the blue. Okay, well, I'll have to take it all back because if I'm listening to the cards, they're telling me that he's a pretty reliable person. Is he really busy right now, perhaps, with his work of some sort? He could be. So here's what I got. Donna, you're out there too, so you can tell me. Ozark Oracle, are you still here with us? Okay, so because I've got King of Earth, King of Water, and the Seven of Earth. To me, it sounds like you got this guy who's very pragmatic. He's down to earth. That's what he's been in the past. That it's kind of moved into this King of Water thing where he's more about being, emotionally there for you. He's kind of that guy that everybody wants to be with because he's just so loving. He's got a good provider and a very loving person. And then that you planted the seeds right, that everything's going okay, but there's just some sort of a pause right now. Okay, but whatever you've got going on, some unnecessary worry. You've got unnecessary worry about it. So I wouldn't be too all in your head about it. Okay, let's just give it a little more time and see where things are going. I don't think he's ignoring you I think he's ignoring you because there's other things going on. I don't think he's ignoring you because he's not still somebody that you could date. Okay, so just hold in, hang on there a little bit longer. Okay, we're going to be closing up pretty soon, you guys, and we're going to be back on Tuesday, Central Standard Time. So wherever you are right now, it's 8:59 here. It's 9 o'clock here right now. Okay, so Tuesday we will be back. And it will be 11 o'clock Central Standard Time. So you'll have to figure out the time difference of where you are right now compared to here. And I've got Lily and Christina. These are the last two I'm going to be reading on tonight, okay? Everybody that's been here, thank you so much. This means a lot to be able to do this. It means everything to me that people trust me to do this. And so thank you very much. I'm reading Happy Tears statement here. No. Happy Tears, why aren't you on Facebook? Can't you just come up with an account just so we can be together in our group and stuff? Okay, so I have Lily Shard right now. And Lily wants to know a general reading about love. Hey, hon, here we go. So when I do my regular readings, you guys, I always put down a minimum of 10 cards. Right now we are doing 3 cards. Happy Tears, you better quit getting in those fights. Honey, I don't see anything coming right up about love. Are you in a relationship with someone? I'm not Happy Tears. Lily, are you in a relationship with somebody right now, honey? If you could tell me that, Lily, honey, you're not in a relationship right now? Okay. Okay, honey, thank you. Because I see you just kind of going through some everyday things right now. I don't see any major love anywhere kind of close. I think you're a pretty passionate person. And I think there's no doubt it's going to happen for you. And again, if you want to know when and a little more about it, I promise you guys, if you'll do this exercise that I'm telling you, where you picture a store window and you look into that store window and you tell me, or you tell yourself, what's in that window? You know, what am I seeing? And I want you to just, like Laura says, Laura Day, just suspend disbelief. You know, just put disbelief over here and just try this. So try right now to say, Lily, what is in that store window? What are they advertising in the window? Because you know how stores, I owned 5 retail stores, and so every season we change our windows out according to what's going on, right? So I mean, if you're in America, is it 4th of July stuff? What's in there? Tell me what's in the window. That's going to tell you kind of the timing of things. And then also I want you to tell me some of the things you're seeing. Are you seeing sports equipment? Are you seeing a briefcase? Are you seeing just what's it look like? What's the decorations in the window? Okay, I don't want to give you ideas. I want you to just sit down, not right now. I want you to do this later, and you don't have to do meditation and all that stuff and be in a quiet place. Just go about your life, but sit there, and as you're sitting there, maybe just go, hey, okay, I'm looking in that store window, and start writing the impressions. And don't stop with just the first impression that you get. Just keep writing things. This is going to give you some big clues into some of these answers. Okay, this is a lot of what I do when I'm giving you the answers. There's nobody better to give you those answers than yourself. That's why I'm so adamant and so passionate about teaching you these things, because there's so much of this that you can do for yourself. Danny, Whitney, good night and blessed be to you too. Okay, thank you so much for being here. So Lily, I don't see anything right away, but when it happens, honey, it's gonna be wonderful. And fortune's going to be on your side with it. Your problem in a relationship is going to be balance, okay? Because you are so passionate. Your problem's going to be that you're going to be like wanting to jump all in real quick. So I'm going to say that in the meantime, there's that word again, that you work on how to stay balanced emotionally when you're in a relationship, how to not lose yourself in a relationship. Because when you do find it, honey, you're somebody who's going to be lucky in love. I really believe it. I really believe that. But you got to know that if we come on too hot and heavy and strong, it can sometimes be just too much for the average bear. So right now, that's what I want you to work on. And I want you to go in and do that exercise I just told you. All right, here's our last one for the night. Yeah, you do struggle with that, Lily. Okay. Hi, Viola. Christina, good morning. Viola, where are you? Are you in like Australia, or where are you? Why hasn't my person been talking to me for months? Okay, this is Christina. Viola, I was just getting ready to do my last one. If you want to ask a question, go ahead and ask it, and we'll get you in here too, okay? But that's really the last one. Christina wants to know why her person hasn't been talking for the last month. I didn't find that. It's not listed. Consultingintuition.com. Did you spell it wrong, Dina?
I'm just looking.
My email, it's there. Happy Tears. I'll try to, hang on. I don't know how you message me on here, if I can get your email somehow. Dina, can you do that for me? Private chat with her and get her email. And Lisa@consultingintuition.com is my email address. Lisa@consultingintuition.com. One word, consultingintuition.com. All right. So Christina wants to know why this person hasn't been talking to her for, is it for months? I think they went in a new direction, honey. I think that there's something new going on there. I'd almost say that they might. Are you young? How old are you? First of all, everybody here hopefully is 18. Hang on, I'm going to do this here. Sorry. Anyway, comments. Christina, can you tell me you're in your 30s? Okay. Okay. So, honey, I think this person moved on in a different direction. I think there's even a possibility that it could be pretty serious, like maybe a wedding or something, or maybe a baby happening or something like that. So that's what it feels like. That's what the cards say anyway, that there was some renewal of something, like moving in a new direction, and that there's some sort of a celebration, some sort of wedding, perhaps a baby, something like that. I do not like to be the one that says that. So when we get back on here Tuesday so Tuesday, 11 o'clock Central Standard Time, or Thursday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and we'll have another talk. But so you guys can ask more questions. So you might want to ask a little more questions, Christina, about your romantic life in the future. Okay. Viola, are you sure we don't want to get a question in real quick? Because I am happy to do one, and you'll be the last one of the night. Not that I'm happy about that. I could do this all night long. But do you guys all want to see my little friend, Dina? Dina? Do you want to poke your head in? So this is Dina, my daughter, my little assistant. Say hi.
Hi, guys. Oh, I'm tired.
Okay. Dina's tired, she said. She's like a little old woman. Okay. All righty. So, Christina, I'm really sorry, honey. I don't like to have readings like that. That's just what the cards are telling me. But honey, also, I think that you've got this card that says, look at it from a different standpoint. And honestly, I think the different way of looking at this is that it might be for your best. Okay. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for being here. Let's see here. I'm going to try to get into Happy Tears and give you some information.
She got it.
Oh, you got it? Okay, awesome. Yay. Thank you, guys. You're the best ever. And keep following. Hey, I put a fun video on earlier today about 10 fun, or what is it, unique things about me.
And it's a joy.
Yeah, it's a true joy. Here, let's see Dina really quick. There you are.
Yeah.
So
I was in it, so.
Yeah. Okay, so go there and have fun, and I'll see you guys next week, or I'll see you over on my Facebook. Okay?
Bye.
Bye. Love you.